You were definitely the smartest kid on the short bus.
I didn't ride the short bus. Unlike you, who did actually ride the short bus. In the last video, we teased that we had something new for the channel, and today we are going to show you what it is. I'm sitting on it right now. Take a look. Oh yeah. Yeah, so here it is. She's a beaut. She got a little damage, but it's alright. Nah, I'm just kidding. Turn that thing around, dude. Here we go. We got the 2008 RM250. I said I was going to get one, and I got it. But anyway, today what we're going to do is we're going to be putting some of the stock parts back on. Like, we're going to change out the tank for the OEM one. We're going to change out these aluminum shrouds on here for the OEM ones as well. And then we'll also be taking these bark busters off and putting on the clamp and bar pad for these handlebars. And then I have another grip tube I think it's going to work since you have to cut it to put on these bark busters. Alright, I guess I'm going to go over a little bit of how I found this. So I think it was Tuesday morning. I woke up 6 in the morning, getting ready for work. While I'm taking a dump, I'm scrolling Facebook Marketplace, I'm looking. I see this bike, I see the trail tank. I was like, I don't know. Start reading the description, and he's like, I have all the original parts in it. I saw that, and he had a title. So I was sold on it. I messaged him right there, and I was waiting a couple hours for him to respond, and he finally did. So I went and picked it up. And one thing he did tell me is the suspension, it is sprung for like 230 pounds, which is a little on the stiff side for me, so I will have to change that at some point. The aftermarket parts that are on here. So he has a FMF Q Stealth, I think it is. It's like a trail exhaust, so it's got the spark arrestor in it. He had it set up for trails, and he said he like never rode it hard, and I believe him because there's so much oil inside of this exhaust. I rode it a little bit earlier today, and it was just completely sprayed with oil right here, and it absolutely drips out the back. So that's something else I'm going to do at some point. I don't think I'll film it, but I'm going to try and clean out like the header pipe, and I'm not sure how much I can do without repacking that, which I don't really want to do. And I guess we'll go over parts. I'm not sure if the handlebars are OEM or not. They're Renthal fat bars. So we will be putting the bar pad back on there. Came with that and the mount. Luckily he kept all the original parts, so that really helps me. And yeah, as far as the trail stuff goes, it's got the exhaust, it's got the aluminum radiator guards, and it's got this carbon pipe guard that I'm also going to take off. And if underneath it it's super like rusty and roached, I'm going to do like Brendan's pipe on the CR and get all the paint and rust off, and then use the torch to torch the weld lines. Bark busters, which I don't really want any of the trail stuff on here, so that's why we're taking it off. But I'm going to keep it just in case, because you never know. Maybe at some point I'll build a trail bike. But I think with all that, we will get into it. Alright, so we're going to start at the top and work our way down. So we are going to try and get these bark buster guys off. That looks like it's loose enough to come out. And then we're going to see if we can just pop these two bolts up here and just slide the whole thing out as a unit. So, man, that's tight.
Use it from the other side, we'll get it up.
There we go.
Look at that.
Yeah, so the way these works is as you tighten this, these kind of rotate and separate and fill up the end of the bar.
There we go.
Alright, now on to the other side.
Let's get this electric ratchet.
Yeah, you get the ratchet ready. I'll crack these loose because there's no way to take them off till they're loose. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
it ain't
another
taking
quarter
it
though.
off. Oh, quarter? I don't know if I have quarters. Man, I think the Hulk put these on. Thing almost threw my shoulder out.
That would've been cool.
Dude.
Sorry.
Get out of here.
Bro.
It has been so long since either of us have worked on a dirt bike. I was going to say bike, but Brennan did his Harley not too long ago.
What was that?
Just last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend. Got the diamond. Fixed out. Then it's going to work on some dirt bikes, though. It's been too long.
That's too loose. We're going to do the end before it's a little too tough. There we go. There we go. All right, let go. Then he was super nice and he taped all the bolts in so they didn't get lost. So we have all of our bolts. Oh, and he even labeled it RM08.
Nice.
What a swell guy.
Right? Yeah, Hunter got real lucky with this bike. The dude was definitely a stand-up guy. He had some offers come in after Hunter's. And I think Hunter said some dude from New York offered like 35 for all this, which was above the asking price that the dude wanted for it. And he still let Hunter take this thing home, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was really nervous all day when he was telling me he was getting different offers on it. I didn't think I'd end up getting it, but I lucked out and I got it.
Yep, the dude was like, well, you're the first one, so let's run it.
Yeah, we had already kind of agreed on price and everything at the beginning of the day. So he honored it.
That is sick.
I'm going to get this all started loose, and then I'm going to get the bars where I want them before I tighten everything down all the way. Oh, shit. Oops. Oh, going backwards. Alright, I think that's the spot. That feels pretty good.
I think right there.
Yeah. Alright, time for the bar pad. Get that out of the way. I've never had the fat style bars before with no cross brace, so it's going to be interesting to see if I like these. Probably doing something wrong, but I already don't like putting the, the pad on. And if you start a little more like this. That's how you do it. There we go. Alright, we're just being dumb. But that's pretty typical. Alright, bar pad's on. It's looking better already. But what you're probably thinking to yourself is every time you lay the bike over, you're going to be packing your grips or your bars full of dirt. Well, I have the solution. I have a old throttle tube that is still intact, so we can fix that right there. We don't have to worry about the grip ripping out super easy. Then I've had these grips I've had like 5 years. Alright, so the old throttle tube I had worked. Luckily, got our grips on. And you can't forget about the donuts. So these are just old donuts I had laying around, so they will go on here. Alright, so now we will take the seat and the tank off, and then I think we'll do the shrouds before we put the tank on, just so we have a little bit more room. Also, too, I would like to get a new seat cover because this one's super slippery.
Air cleaner looks pretty clean. So.
Take the little cover off, which I've never seen before. I don't know if this is OEM or not. I don't even know how you get this thing out of here. The dude may look easy. He took it off. There we go. And then I think you just kind of go like that. There we go. Yeah, so we have a clean filter in there, and then I have another dirty filter he gave me and another brand new one. So I have a couple extra filters. Man, it still has the tank strap too. That makes 2 out of the 6 bikes in here.
Yeah.
So that's how people lose it, is it's supposed to hold on, but then sometimes it falls off, and then you lose it. I'm not sure how taking this tank off is going to go, because there should be 2 bolts on either side, but I'm not sure how we're going to get to them. I'm not sure if they're in there. It feels like they are. But we'll take the shroud plastics off, and these still have the original graphics on them, so I'm definitely going to keep them even if I don't run them, because I really dig the OEM graphics on here.
God, that thing's ugly.
I know. I can't stand the look of the oversized tanks, and when you're riding it, it just feels so wide.
Radius.
I'm not used to having something that wide between my legs. Oh no, we can still get to them. They're right here.
Decent.
Yeah, it looks like these braces mount through them for these extra protective little cover guys. Let's see if my socket spinner I made is long enough.
Alright, show them that, dude.
Yeah, so I just took Craftsman screwdrivers. I drilled holes in them. I heated up the old screwdriver to get it out. That's how I got it out. And then I put it in the vise somehow. I don't remember what I did, but then I hit them out with a hammer, or I pulled them out with vice grip, something like that. But that way, you can start by using it on your tool, and then when it gets loose enough, you can take it out by hand. I still want to do a longer one, but oh, that's perfect. So like, say you didn't want to use the tool anymore, you could take it off, and then you can spin it by hand. So it's similar to like a nut driver, but it has the drive on the back of it. So that's what makes it a nut spinner. Maybe you'll have to buy a set of extensions and screwdrivers and we can make a video showing them how to do it.
Yeah.
So it's
We'll have to
super
pick some
easy.
up. Pick some up and we'll record it.
Alright, tank bolt number 1. For the longest time, my bike had 0 tank bolts in it. It was just held on. It was missing the tank strap too. So it was just held on by the seat and the lower shroud bolt.
Nice.
These radiators are super straight. I'll have to get some Works connections braces for them just to keep them straight. To help keep them straight.
Yeah.
And then we need to take off the little clamp holding the fuel line onto the carburetor, and then there'll be some parts we need to take off of this tank to put back onto the original tank. Alright, now that our tank is free, we are going to dump all the gas out of it into a gas jug that I should have taken the lid off of. And we'll see how much I spill. Oh, look, she's a beauty underneath. Oh, man!
Nice.
That all ran up fast. Alright, so the parts we need to take off of this tank are the mounts and these screws up here, the one for the seat and the one for the tank strap, and then the petcock, which might leak a little bit. Either that or I just dumped it down the side of it. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, I think I might need a new gasket for that. Alright, we'll put it on for now, and then I'll get a gasket and when it comes in, I'll just put the gasket on there. But you can see it's all squished, and it looks like it's leaking.
Yeah.
It's either that or it's when I pulled the tube off, but it's pretty cracked. All right, yeah. Yeah, so we will put it on there for now, but that will be replaced.
Gosh.
You know, I'm gonna move to the workbench, but it is kind of covered in shit. Well, so I'm gonna push some shit around so I have some room.
All right.
It's like I have these workbenches and I just like, pile stuff on them until it drives me nuts, and then I clean it all.
It's extra storage.
Exactly. That's what yours looked like until yesterday when you moved everything.
Dude, mine is always freaking minty. Minty. I mean, you got your dinner that you left on mine, but
Yeah, I needed to get into the toolbox.
yeah, no, mine was trash until yesterday. Oh, so.
So, socket spinner coming in handy once again. And you can make these. Yeah, that's pretty well shot.
Yeah. And there's the original color of the tank.
Yeah, the pre-stained color.
Yeah.
Looks like it's both of them. And this guy we will slide right there for now. And we'll start putting our parts back onto the original tank. So small one goes in the back. Now we don't want to get these too tight because we don't want to spin any of these inserts because then we're screwed. The only way to fix it is to buy a new tank. Yeah, that gasket is not even going to fit back in there. So we'll leave it out and we'll just put this on here so nothing gets inside of it. But if we fill it with anything, it's going to leak everywhere. So we will not fill it with anything. Alright, so it's just on there really loose for now. This will still be able to access when it's on the bike, so it's not a big deal to put it on and just take it off.
I have to swap batteries soon.
Alright. I'll get this piece on and then we can change out the battery. That should be plenty tight. Alright. Get your battery, shitta.
Thanks.
Alright, so we have all our parts transferred over, and I was looking at my other tank, and I don't know if it uses a gasket, so I'm going to look at the parts diagram to figure that out, and if it doesn't, I'll just tighten it up. But it's just kind of snugged on there for now. But we should be ready to kind of drop this guy in place. Oh, like a glove, but we're actually going to take it back off. We don't need to take it off, actually. We will get our guards off next. Got a little wobble.
Just a little bit.
Needed a longer extension because... Ow!
A heater there.
Well, I guess if I used the non-socket spinner one, it would have fit. But then I don't have my fancy pants spinner. And we'll just put our mounting bolts back in, being careful not to scratch the radiator fins, or push them in, I should say. If you do that, you're gonna have a bad time. Alright, so that one's snugged up just a little bit. This one may have shifted. There we go. And we'll just tighten those up a little bit. There we go. Alright. I got this new stand, and it's a little taller than my old one, so neither of the wheels touch the ground, so we're getting used to the shake the bike will have if you touch it. Now, I didn't see the little clips that go on here that the shrouds will thread into, so I will have to figure something out for that. I think I have some extra hardware. So I didn't see any in the box of parts, if I remember right, that I got with the bike. All right, and then I ended up getting 2 sets of louvers with the bike, so we will use the cleaner of the 2. There we go. And now I'll just put those in there.
Don't break it.
Yeah. These things are always a lot of fun to get in. It's because they fit so tight, because the way they're held in is just spring tension from the plastic. So you have to bend them in, push them into place. There we go. I think that should go that way.
Yeah.
Don't yeah me.
Well, I just looked over at the other bike to make sure, so I was confirming your...
I didn't appreciate the tone, okay?
Well, yeah, whatever.
Hey, this side still has it. Huh, did it fall off?
Your bike's clapped now.
Dude, shut up. Alright, there we go.
Sweet.
And I should have put something on there first, because now I covered it up. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'm smart. Don't show them that.
This bike was made for you.
It sure was.
He's pretty smart for a dude without a brain.
Oh!
Just saying.
Come
Just
on.
take it as a compliment. You were definitely the smartest kid on the short bus.
I didn't ride the short bus. Unlike you, who did actually ride the short bus?
Bro, I got shuttled to Votech in that thing.
Yeah, you still rode the short bus, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I did sit in the seat where you have to be strapped into, so. I lifted up while I could in there. I'll tell you that.
Maybe for now we'll use this guy till I can get a actual clip.
I even made sure the windows were clean.
And how'd you do that?
With my tongue.
Alright, so we have a couple of pipe clamps holding on this guard here. And one quick note is Brennan says this sucker's got less compression to the KX, which he might be onto something. This is pretty hard to crank over, as you can see.
Dude, it has hardly any compression.
Let's
compared to KX. Look at how much compression this shit has.
Alright, I just gotta sneak back here. We have a couple bikes in here right now. By a couple, I mean a lot. Look at that pink or thumb.
Yeah,
That's
KX
a lot.
definitely has way more compression.
That is a lot of compression right there.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Oh shit! Lights are going down.
Ah, the triangle popped out.
I leaned on it a little too much.
Come on now.
Hey, at least I caught him.
That's true.
I'll let him drop right now.
You break it, you buy it.
Decent.
Alright. Back to the task at hand. We're good at getting distracted.
Yeah.
I blame Brendan.
Sure. I should be used to that.
Yeah. Because it's all your fault.
Uh-huh.
Alright, there's clutch number 1. Alright, and clamp number 2 in this guy. Oh yeah, we're a little rusty under there.
Just a little.
No big deal. I figured it'd be like that since dirt gets under here, and then as the bike shakes, it kind of rubs the paint off. But no big deal. That just means I get to do my idea of sanding all this off and then torching all the welds. Because I would have felt kind of bad doing it to a like perfect condition pipe, but now I don't feel bad.
Sweet.
This pipe has 0 dents in it.
Yeah.
0. Not
Pretty
a one.
man.
Not one dent. Except that one.
No balls. It didn't leave a dent.
I know. I was joking around,
Oh,
dog.
I wasn't. I wanted to see it, damn it.
Dude!
Sorry. Not gonna lie though. There we go.
Rolling.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so now we'll just get this.
Hopefully you can do this in a minute 35. That's all we got left on the memory card.
Oh, there's no way. Just stop. We're putting the tank on. Alright. Alright, we got all the original parts back on, and I must say it does look way better. I think it looks so much better. I really hated that trail tank. The other stuff wasn't so noticeable. This, I'm gonna wash my bikes tomorrow, so we'll get it all cleaned up. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I remember. I would start it up for you, but we don't know about that whole gasket situation, so we'll have to do that in another video. And I'll hopefully have the exhaust cleaned up by then, like the oil inside of it and stuff, so it doesn't smoke so bad and spray oil everywhere. But I think that will do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.